Hi, I'm Russell Brower, and I'm Senior Director of Audio and one of the composers from Blizzard Entertainment.
So you've worked on StarCraft, and we're all very obsessed with the video game music. Are we going to see any of that tonight?
Tonight, we're actually going to play a piece of music from World of Warcraft and a piece of music from Diablo III. So, Invincible from World of Warcraft, which is from the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, ended this epic 10-year arc of story, and then my colleague and amazing conductor from our orchestras and my personal conducting teacher, Ms. Emer Noon, is going to conduct the main title from Diablo III.
Being brought onto Video Games Live is something a little different. How did you connect with the team from Video Games Live?
Well, just about the time I started with Blizzard, about 8 years ago, was just about the same time the first Video Games Live concert happened. And I remember, I think I was about 2 weeks into my job when the first concert happened at the Hollywood Bowl. And I was a fan of Blizzard, but I have to say I was sitting in the audience and still quite the noob, right? And when the Warcraft suite started and that title card came up, it said 10 years of Warcraft. And 11,000 people went crazy. And I thought, what have I gotten into in a positive way? It's like, wow, this is exciting. So that was my introduction, and our co-founder and CEO, Mike Morheim, is a big music fan. He's a musician himself. So that means we have a lot of great music in our games. It means we have a big, awesome sound department, and it means that we've been supporting Video Games Live and working with them ever since.
So there's something of a culture around video game music now. There are orchestras like this, and then there are bands such as the Proto Men or any other cover bands that turn music into like rock and roll. Like, how do you feel the video games music culture has developed over the past 10 years?
It's gone, well, 10 years, golly, well, it's certainly come a long way there, because I think it was 10 years ago probably that we were just, certainly there were orchestras playing video game music, but it was still relatively rare. And I think one of the key components is not just what is in the music in terms of whether it's orchestral or electronica or whatever, but it's events like this that bring young people and families to see the symphony. I mean, this is one of the oldest forms of entertainment on the planet, but I think there are whole generations who have missed it. The public, musical education in our public school system is really at an all-time low, if not non-existent. And I know I grew up on a steady diet of film scores, and I was able to take music in school. And so at least now with these concerts and with the games to get people excited about the music, children are asking their parents, can I learn an instrument? And the parents are encouraging their kids, and that means the world to me. There's nothing better for a composer to hear than my child wants to learn to play an instrument because of something that you wrote.
So what are the major differences between writing for video games and just regular composing for anything else like stage?
At this point in time, the differences are about as diminished as they probably ever will get, because the technology has come so far. So all the recording practices are the same. There's some differences in the writing styles. Sometimes you have to write things that have no beginning and end. They loop, or they might have layers that come and go. And when the action gets more intense, you hear all the layers, but when it quiets down, or maybe it's nighttime, it strips down to just maybe the basic layer that's moody and doesn't have a lot of rhythm or something like that. I mean, these are generalizations, but there's all sorts of techniques you can do, and that does change your style of writing. But I think musical storytelling is musical storytelling. Whether you're writing a song or doing a movie score or creating a video game score, you're creating a world, you're moving somebody, and I think that's what great art is, when you move somebody.
And then finally, do you have any messages for the fans who are tuning in tonight, or just fans of Video Games Live in general?
Well, please continue to keep the sound turned on, keep it up loud, enjoy it, come support the arts whenever you can. See concerts, see plays, see musicals, study film scores. I mean, this is something that we're so privileged to get to do, and we couldn't do it without all of you. I mean, please keep playing our games, please keep listening to the music, and we'll all get to do this again and again, and it doesn't get any better than that.